Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Hysteria Projects. These are general messages, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The underlying energy is coming from a masculine, okay? This masculine has been keeping, whatever, a lot within, okay? There's things that this masculine wants to say that they haven't. Now, this could be specific for somebody, so again, take what resonates and leave the rest behind. But there is this energy here of maybe somebody feeling as though this masculine did not want something to grow, okay? And the message here from this masculine is that this person, it's not that this person doesn't want things to grow. In fact, this person sees I'm guessing the connection between you and them is a blessing, okay? And it appears as though this person doesn't want to grow, that this person doesn't want the connection to grow. And the energy that I'm getting very specifically is that, the truth be told, this person looks at you like their soulmate, and this person wants to change that dynamic, okay? Because again, this person feels as though you think that they don't want this. You think that they don't want to grow. But what I'm getting is that this person is just afraid to go down the rabbit hole. And when I say the rabbit hole, I'm talking like that inner work, that this person has a lot of fear. But also, it's not just the inner work, because there is also a sense here that, this person, it's not like they have a problem putting in the work, but there's something about this connection. And this is a higher level connection, okay? And it kind of scares this person. With this hobby coming out, I'm getting that that's your energy, that it's like you've been waiting for this person to be truthful about something here. You've been trying to just maintain and release any negative energy, and you're focusing on things that bring you happiness in the meantime. Yeah. So with this envy card coming out here, I'm definitely getting there are people that don't want to see this grow, that don't want to see this connection prosper, okay? So I'm getting that could be where some of this confusion is. Yeah, this change. That could be where some of this confusion is because you feel as though this masculine doesn't want this. But really, it's others. There's other energy here, okay? There's other people here that don't want to see this grow. So if you're feeling the energy, it could be from the people that this masculine is around. I'm getting to you, it makes no difference. It doesn't change anything because it's around, okay? So whether it's coming from this masculine or coming from someone they're connected to, tomato, potato, who gives a fuck? All right, so the masculine here is wanting to change your perspective, okay? They do feel this soul connection, and there are changes that are happening within the dynamic right now. And in complete honesty, this person is a little fearful of these changes. With this balance card here, this is your energy. You're balancing out. You're focusing on things that bring you happiness. This person is trying to find their balance as well. Okay, and this person is nervous on how to balance this connection. Again, this is soulmate energy here. High level soulmate energy. We have hopeful. I feel like that's not only this person being hopeful about things changing with you and them, but I feel like that this is this person kind of trying, anyways, to be a little bit more hopeful about the bigger picture. Okay, again, there's something about this connection that kind of scares this person, and very well could be because it's a high level soulmate. That is a different type of connection. That's not surface level, superficial, nothing. Okay? And that could be very different for this person. Yeah. This new outlook. This person knows that you're their soulmate. This person is just afraid. Okay? They're afraid of this change. This change just stays on the bottom here. But look at how this is. You know, you have the dark and then you have the light. And there's somebody here and they're reaching out towards the light. Okay? So what I'm getting is, though, even though that this person is afraid, they're still going to reach out towards that light. They're still going to go down that spiritual rabbit hole. They're going to make a change here. Terrified, but they're still going to do it. And I really admire that energy, you know. It's awful when, you know, we let fear hold us back from very beautiful and great things. And I'm getting that this masculine, you know, maybe at one point in time, this masculine, I think this came up maybe yesterday, like, all that glitters isn't gold. But in this situation, it is gold. Because it's divine. It's a high-level soulmate here. So, yeah, look, ring, commitment, partnership, contracts, you know. This is high-level soulmate. This person is aware. This masculine is aware. And we have snake, deception, cheating, desire, seduction, untrustworthiness. You know, that's the energy that you see this masculine in. And that's the energy that this masculine could be around because, again, there's something here about you feeling as though this person doesn't want to grow this. And this is a blessing. And really, it's outside parties that don't want this to come together, that don't want this to grow. And you're in the position where it doesn't matter whether it's the masculine or the people they're connected to. A snake is a snake. It doesn't matter what name you give it, it's still a snake, right? So this masculine, I feel like, is becoming aware, okay? And they do want to make some sort of change here. They want to change the dynamic between you and them at the moment. But so long as there's snakes around, that's not going to happen. Again, this is a very high level, high powerful soulmate. Okay, so to go down the rabbit hole is what would be needed. Yeah, with the stork here, you know, this is that change, movement, new beginnings, transformation. Okay, this person wants to change things with you, but this person needs to be honest, and this person needs to not have snakes around. Okay, this person needs to take a look at what they have going on around them, because the energy that you're being projected is an energy that this person doesn't want this, and this person doesn't want things to grow. And the reality is that this person is just afraid to go down this path. You know, it's very intense. It's very new to this person. It's scary. We have anchor. Long-lasting, stable. You know, this is manifestation here. And I'm getting, too, that there's people around this person that are manifesting them to stay anchored, to stay where they're at, to not change, to not move forward, to not do this. You're picking up on this energy because that is what is surrounding this person. I mean, look at this. We have the masculine here, and look at what's all around. You know, envy, drama, holding back, snakes. All right? And then we have your energy right here, where you're just in peace. You're working on your own things, you know, you're transforming, you're doing things that just bring you some sort of peace and happiness here. You know, you're focused on yourself. You know, this masculine needs to figure out what's going on over here. And that is what needs to change over here. That is the truth that needs to be told. You know? So, Spirit, tell us more. Tell us more about this balance. Oops. Look, balancing of the heart, romance, giving, affection. You know, if this person is balancing somebody else, you know what I mean? That this person isn't balancing, okay? Again, you know, you've kind of shifted your energy here. And this person needs to tap into their heart space. They do. Because this person does want to restore the balance between you and them. There is a pull here, and you're not playing tug of war. You're just not. So this person needs to I'm going to say make a decision, and not necessarily a decision like between you and whoever this external party is, but more so a decision about what they want spiritually. Okay, there is something here about this person being afraid to go down the rabbit hole as far as spirituality, as far as divinity, okay? And it maybe this person came from a very religious background. All right? Maybe you're somebody that's more spiritual instead of religious, and those two don't mix. They're the same thing, but they don't mix, okay? I came from a very, very religious household. All right? And it caused me my own set of problems, okay? I believe in God, clearly. I talk about God all the time on this channel, but at the same time, I'm not accepted in the church because I pull cards, I read energy. Oh, that's Satan's work. It's ignorance. It's ignorance, okay, is what that is. And there's something here that this person is afraid of, and it's only because they lack the information. That's all it is. But in order for them to gain the information, they got to go down the rabbit hole. You know, and I understand how it can be kind of scary to do that, especially if you come from like a very strict religious ideal, okay? I understand. This person is very hopeful, though, that things will turn around, you know. I'm seeing endings here. I'm seeing messages here. I'm seeing tower moments, okay? So this person's been going through a lot. You've gone through a lot. You know, it's... it's your soulmate. And look, we have coffin. Ending, loss, sadness, transformation. You know, and what this coffin is it's this person spiritually transforming, okay? Is this person actually gaining a new outlook, a new perspective, transforming things within themselves, and most specifically here, transforming that fear. Because it's like a fear of the unknown. It's a fear of the intensity. It's a fear of the power. It's a fear of, is this good or is this bad? And I feel like that is really what this person is being led to go down this rabbit hole to discover. And yes, while this may be in some form an end to this person, it's an end to the traits of this person that no longer suit them anymore. And that's going to allow this person to have a new outlook on the world, even, not just themselves, and allow in happiness and success and truth and warmth. You know, it's, this ending is a good ending, okay? Because it's going to allow the happiness. And this person is just afraid, okay? Let's pull a little bit of tarot. Well, let's ask a little bit about this snake energy, you know, this deception. I feel like that has been the energy that you have been met with by this person, because they've been surrounded by snakes and they're slithering like a snake themselves, you know? So, yeah, Ten of Wands. It's been a heavy burden on this person. Very heavy burden. This person is tired of dealing with snakes. This person is tired of being a snake. This person does want change. This person does want to grow things together with you, you know. Look, the Fool. That's a new beginning. New beginning. This person wants a new beginning with you. You know, this person is finding their strength. This person sees the amount of strength that you have. Tell us more about this. Look at that. The Lovers and the Four of Wands. Okay? I said it earlier. This person has someone else around that's trying to anchor them down. Okay? This person had a choice in love. Here it is too. And this person cannot balance both. Why? Because you're not there to be juggled. You're not there to be balanced. So this person needs to find a balance within their own heart space so they can love correctly. Because this is a soulmate. Yeah, this person has been in a split mind. You know, this person has very much been at a stalemate. But look, we have the Eight of Cups here. Okay, I feel like this is not just your energy, but this is this person's energy. They're wanting to walk away from what is no longer serving their growth. They're not growing. This Ten of Wands is feeling defeated. Feeling defeated. And it's only up from there, okay? When you have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords come out, it's only up from there. You're already at the low, okay? So I feel like this person is going to pursue their happiness, but they're terrified. Yeah, they're terrified of this transformation. Again, this card on the bottom, you know, this person is walking away from what no longer emotionally fulfills them. At the same time, though, this person is afraid of this change. Now, this person doesn't know what to expect. Anything else? Yeah, this Three of Swords. You know, this person doesn't want to get heartbroken. Neither do you. You know, you don't want to be heartbroken either. So I feel like this person has been very, very hesitant. Very, very hesitant. It's like this person standing at the door and afraid to walk through. You know, this person, it's like, this is interesting dynamic. So, you know, if it resonates, it resonates. But there's something here about, like, this person feeling like you would be the death of them, like you would be their ending. And you are. You are their ending. You're the ending to the ways of this person that no longer suits their highest self. You're the ending to the heartbreak and the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're guiding this person to go down the rabbit hole so they can have this transformation. That's an ending. What happens when something ends? Something is reborn. There's a rebirth. You know, the death energy here, that is rebirth. That is transformation. That is moving on from depression and sadness and confusion and transforming the heartbreak into a positive outlook and happiness. You know, and we don't always have all the answers, right? You know how many situations I would have avoided had I had all the answers? No, but life doesn't work that way. We have to have faith. We have to trust in our intuition. We have to trust in our guidance. And sometimes we doubt it. Sometimes it's conflicting. Sometimes we don't really know what to do. Oh, and I'm getting that that's the energy that this person is. But this person is very aware of this love. And I'm telling you, this is a high-level soulmate, okay? So it's like this person is going to make the decision to pour back into themselves and pour back into the divine, really. To go down the rabbit hole of spirituality, of religion, of whatever it is that you believe in, okay? It's pretty much all the same thing. You know, my point here is it's a higher energy than our own. It's above us, okay? And That's really what this person is kind of starting to look into. That's what they're being shown. They're being guided to go down this rabbit hole, to change, to transform. This person doesn't want their heart broken. You don't want your heart broken. But I'm getting this person doesn't want to continue breaking hearts either. And that's something that needs to change. This person can't continue to remain in the energy that they have been in. And this person does want to have a fresh start with you, a new beginning. In order for that to happen, there has to be movement. There has to be change. And this person is very aware of it. And they're trying to change their outlook on everything, Yeah. This person was very deceitful in the past. I mean, with this balancing and juggling energy that's coming out, it's like you put an end to this. Again, you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on doing things that make you happy in the meantime. You're not on the scale to be balanced. That's not what this is. This is a high level soulmate. You're not doing that. You know better, you do better. And this person is starting to understand that. This person is starting to understand that. So I feel like I don't need to go any further in this message. I feel like the biggest message that wanted to come through on this was the simple fact that this masculine wants you to know that they do want to work on this. They do want to grow, and they do see this as a blessing. They do see you as their soulmate. They are aware of who you are, but they've just been afraid to go down this rabbit hole. They've just been afraid to connect spiritually. Again, you two could have very different beliefs or have come from different backgrounds. There's things here that make this person nervous. And it's not just with the spiritual end of things, but it's also with this love. It's very intense. It's very intense. And this person doesn't want to get hurt. Okay? Neither do you. And this person is, although they're afraid, it's like they're standing at the door. And I do feel like this person is going to take that step. This person is going to go down that rabbit hole. So let's pull a final message. All right, 3 it is. All right. Unity. I bring my focus to the present moment and connect with my inner light. In this union, I find peace in my heart and feel my own divinity shine. This connection gives me a solid foundation to live each day with wisdom and stability. Okay. The inner sense. As I quiet the noise of my mind, I tune into the voice of my heart. I trust myself and embrace the wisdom of my intuition. My inner truth is divine truth, guiding and influencing me every day. And then hope. As I journey through life, I hold on to my faith in God. The divine love guides me and protects me in every situation. No matter the challenges, I trust in my true nature. Today I welcome life with the belief that light always returns and endless possibilities await. Okay, this is a refreshing energy, okay? I will say that. This is a refreshing energy. So, take what you will from it. That was the message, and I hope it helped. Until next time, bye.